So we're going to go in with clear brow gel first, and I'm just going to start brushing up the hair to reveal any sparse areas. And when you're filling in your brows, you really want to do short, light strokes. You want to have minimal pressure. That's how you avoid a very harsh brow and keep it very light and fluffy. Just focus on the sparse areas, and yeah, that'll help you achieve a more natural brow. So now you're going to take a small detail brush and a concealer shade that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than you or the client's skin, and we're just going to carve out the bottom. Don't pay attention to the top right now, and yeah, just carve out the bottom and drag that down. Also take that concealer and tap it all over the lids and keep it wet for the eyeshadow. Then you're going to take a neutral brown, nothing crazy warm and nothing, too cool, but you're going to start packing that all in the crease and then just blow that out towards the brow bone and the nose bridge. Just keep blending until it's all seamless and soft and diffused, because that's what soft glam is all about. And after that's all blended, you're going to start packing a dark brown on the outer edge of the crease and just blend that into the transition shade. Then you're going to take a little detail brush and some concealer, and you're going to start softly cutting out the crease. This does not have to be like a super etched out cut crease. We want to keep it very soft, very blown out, but we want that definition there and that contrast. So you're going to start blending it in towards the eyeshadow. So then we're going to start creating that light to dark gradient by adding the dark brown on the outer edge and then adding in our transition shade in the middle section, and then pat a neutral light brown all over the lid, or you can use tan, whatever you want, but I just use like a light brown. Then you're going to take a pencil brush and some black eyeshadow and start putting that on the lash line and smoking it upwards onto the shadow that we previously put down, and just make it very smoky. You want it very seamless, and you can go back and forth in between that dark brown and the black just to make it very, I know I'm going to say this a lot, but very soft and diffused. And you're going to take some black gel eyeliner and focus that right on the lash line and smoke that up towards the black eyeshadow. And yeah, and then we're just going to curl her eyelashes, pop on some very fluffy, dramatic eyelashes, and then we'll get into foundation. So if you have pretty clear skin, you can just go right in with a beauty blender and blend it out that way. But for me, to add more coverage, I use a flat concealer brush, put the foundation on like that, and then buff it out with a beauty blender. It just helps coverage wise, and yeah. We want a very bright under eye, so at first I'm going to take a concealer that's actually 1 to 2 shades lighter than her skin tone, and then I'm going to go back in and then add a even brighter concealer and just put that mainly where I want the most brightness. And yeah, you're just going to put the concealer on the highlight parts of your face, down the nose, on the chin, under the eyes, the forehead, and yeah, blend that out. This concealer is a little bit more wet, so a trick you can do is let it dry down a little bit, and then so when you blend it out, it's a little bit more, not stiff, but thicker, so you'll get a little bit more coverage out of it. So this part cut out while I was filming, but basically I took that same flat brush and went in with a very warm cream foundation stick and added that on the upper part of her forehead, her cheeks, the sides of her nose, under her lip to give the illusion of a fuller lip. And yeah, so you're going to start blending that in. You always want to blend upwards, and when you do the forehead, you always want to blend into the hairline. So I'm going to go ahead and set the face very lightly with a loose translucent powder, and this is going to help the bake not cling to any wet spots on the concealer and make it look too cakey or dry. And this is also going to help the bronzer blend in seamlessly when we go ahead and set the cream contour. Going back in with that neutral brown, I'm just going to put that where I thought the concealer took it off a little bit, and just go back in and redefine that. And then we're going to go in with a very peachy blush and put that in between where the concealer is and where the bronzer is, and just right where they meet right there, just put it in between there and blend it upwards. And I'm going to take a sponge with a nice sharp edge, and I'm going to take that loose powder and I'm going to put it underneath the cheekbones, up against the nose contour, on the forehead, on the smile lines, on the chin. And this is just going to help brighten those areas. This isn't really to set her face really, even though it's going to help. It's to more brighten those areas and bring them out even more. Skin isn't super oily, so I literally kept it on for like 30 seconds and then I brushed it away, and then I just went over with the bronzer again in case anything, got taken away by the bake. And to put some life back into her face, I just set it with a dewy setting spray, and I'm just taking a little bit of highlighter and putting it on the tip of her nose and her bridge. Then I went in with a flat shader brush and that neutral brown, and I put it underneath her eyes, and I took a dark brown and put it right up on her lash line and went in with a nude eyeliner. And the nude eyeliner is going to open up your eyes more, make them look more doll-like. I want to do about 2 to 3 coats on your bottom eyelashes because we want to go for that really thick, long Kim K bottom lash look. I just went back in and put in more Brow Wiz where I thought the foundation took it off. And then my favorite part, we're gonna take a lip liner, a dark brown, and start overlining the lips, but only in the middle section. I'm just following her natural lip line on the sides just to keep it a little bit more natural, but then I'm gonna fill in the sides with the lip liner. And then we're gonna add in the lipstick, which is a very nude, neutral, almost mauve-y nude. Like it has like a mauve undertone. Like it's not pink and it's not peachy, but we're just gonna focus this on the center and start blending in the lip liner with the lipstick. The lip is very Kim K inspired, so it's more of a cream satin lipstick, but if you wanna use a liquid lipstick, you can go ahead, and if you would like to top this with a gloss, you can do that too. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoy this look. You know, if you recreate this, tag me on Instagram, tag me on Twitter. Love you guys. Thank you for the support. Bye.